Are you struggling to configure the NgbDatepicker in your Angular app to show only months and years? You're not alone. Today, we're going to tackle this common issue and help you get it right. I totally understand how frustrating it can be when you're trying to create a user-friendly date picker, but it just doesn't work the way you want it to. Many developers face this challenge, especially when dealing with forms that require month and year selection only. Here's the specific situation we're looking at. One user asked, "How can I configure the NgbDatepicker to show only months and years, not days?" They provided an input example and mentioned trying various properties without success. Sound familiar? Let's dive into this together. So, what could be causing this issue? The NgbDatepicker is designed to show days by default, and customizing it to show only months and years requires a bit of extra configuration. But don't worry, we will break it down step by step. And stick around. I have a special tip at the end that will make your date picker even more user-friendly. To configure the NgbDatepicker to show only months and years, the user should first set the display format. This can be done by using the display months property. Next, the user should set the show week numbers property to false. This will hide the week numbers from the date picker. Now the user needs to adjust the min date and max date properties if they want to limit the selection range. This is optional, but can be useful. Finally, the user should ensure that the NgbDatepicker is properly integrated into their Angular template. This includes binding the model correctly. Fun fact, did you know that the first calendar dates were based on lunar cycles? Now we have advanced date pickers that can be customized to fit our needs. Now let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative solution suggests using CSS in the Navigate event to customize the NgbDatepicker. While there's no native support for showing only months and years, you can make it functional. Now let's shift our focus to a different response. One user pointed out that there is a request for the feature to show only months and years in the NgbDatepicker. They mentioned that as of February 2020, this functionality is not yet supported. That's all for that response. Let's see what someone else had to say. One user points out that the current NgbDatepicker implementation does not support selecting only months and years, as it is designed to pick specific dates. They suggest considering a feature request on GitHub for this functionality. Here's that special tip I promised. Consider adding a clear button to your date picker. This allows users to quickly reset their selection, making the experience even smoother. And there you have it. You should now be able to configure the NgbDatepicker to show only months and years. Remember, customizing components can greatly enhance user experience. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe for more tips and tricks.